So that should be everything with regards to the syllabus. We've covered some assistance, honor code, AI, intervention, religious holidays, disabilities, late work 24/7 rules, grading scale, course evaluation, netiquette, technology requirements, course text, teaching methods, how the course will operate. That should be pretty much everything you need to know. However, if you do have any outstanding questions, do not hesitate to reach out to me. As I've mentioned before, the goal of the course is to emulate what it's like to engage in research writing and literary research based projects at the graduate and professional levels. And so, what we do is we emulate what it's like to work with a thesis chair, a faculty member, as well as an editor. And so, what's going to happen from here, give me some time. It's going to take me a little bit of time to go through each of your diagnostic research writing assignments, but each of you will receive a writing packet back from me, which will have my specific comments on your document itself, but it will also have what we refer to as a publisher report. This is a document that's usually compiled in the real world where an editor will compile a list of all of the trends, nuances, some of the errors and things in your writing and in your research ability. And so it's an at a glance document that you can use so that you know exactly onto what you need to focus the rest of the semester. So each of you will be getting one of those packets back. With that being said, the course schedule will be adjusted by what I notice collectively in those diagnostic writing assignments. So any areas of content that I notice we need to cover first and foremost for you all to be successful in the future, we will cover. I will adjust as necessary, hence the tentative descriptor for the schedule. I've also included some of the MASM academic deadlines and dates, such as withdrawals, deadlines to change incompletes, etc. All that's included here, as well as any tentative blocks of time, such as spring break, some blank planning periods for consultations, and the like. You also notice here on the tentative schedule that I have unit numbers, and this is just done in efforts to easily conceptualize the course content and where we're at in the course. So there's unit 1 through 3. Unit 1 is considered the first part of the course. I refer to it as the bridging the gap or the transition part of the course, wherein you will focus on elevating the academic tone of your writing, focusing on grammar and your writing style, also refreshing some of those foundational and theoretical research topics from undergraduate. Again, it's not lost on me that some of you all may not have had an in major research course at the undergrad level or even an English or writing course in years. And so the first unit is to help, again, bridge that gap and get everyone on an equal playing field so that you're all successful. The second unit focuses on in depth graduate level research and what we refer to as inquiry elements. And then finally, the third module will be the bread and butter of research itself. So this is where you're going to be actually engaging in your own research. And again, all of this is scaffolded. So within unit 1, you're going to already identify your topic and your research domain, and you're going to start working on that throughout the unit. So if you see that on the tentative schedule, that's what it refers to. I have two other final notes that I want to address for everyone, and I purposely and strategically left this to the very end of this video. The credits of this course are 3 graduate and professional level credits. These are not undergrad credits. This means that you should be spending at least 3 to 9 hours in this course. 3 typically on assignments and readings, and then the rest studying and working on your own research. The course will require a much higher level of reading, and it will be much more work intensive because you are developing your own literary research project throughout this entire course, and it's going to take work to do this. This is not a course that you can throw this stuff together. You can't draft these papers a week before the due dates. You have to continually be working on them, be engaged with all the research and the literature that exists in order to perform well in this course. So another note is you will become accustomed to seeing regularly published modules at the beginning of each week towards the beginning of the semester, but as we encroach on the end of the second unit of the course, the beginning of the third unit, so the halfway point-ish, we will shift to independent work. You will engage in your own research, working with me most of the time in the background. There will be modules posted and published, but they will become much more infrequent when we get to that point in the course. So I just want everyone to understand that that will happen. I will continually be providing support and resources for you via our Canvas site throughout. The final point is a note regarding course rigor. Word on the street is that I have exceptionally high standards when it comes to writing and research writing, and I will not refute or negate that. I will, in fact, support that evaluation. I do have high standards when it comes to research and writing, and the reality is that the competencies of this course are rather white and black. There's very little gray area. Um, the standard is what the standard is for publication, and you're either congruent with that level or there's a deficit of some sort and you fall below that level. And so my goal is to make sure that not only do you meet that goal with your writing and research ability, but to also ensure that you have confidence to engage in this type of work in the professional world after you finish this course. So in your later courses, if you decide to pursue a PhD eventually, or if you decide to, as you become a working professional, decide to publish your own research, then in essence, I'm responsible to make sure you're confident for engaging in that work later. Keep in mind, as soon as you graduate and are enrolled in a graduate program, you are on par with all of the professionals in your field, whether that be postdoc students, PhD students, seasoned practitioners in the field, researchers of 20, 30 years. You are on the same level in terms of the standards of writing and research. And so it's important that you make sure that you understand what that standard is, but to also get there with your writing. With that being said, that's all I have. If you have any questions, let me know. From here, be on the lookout for the first actual course module that will have some introduction items. We will do a thorough introduction to graduate writing and research. I will provide some refreshers from undergrad to make sure you all are comfortable with the foundational and theoretical aspects of research. And then don't worry if you're apprehensive about the writing and writing ability, I will help you with that. Again, this course is here to help you bridge the gap to get you where you need to be. Let me know if you have any questions. I look forward to hearing from all of you. And again, welcome to class.